Hi guys, I said I would make a video and update you on what happened during my pregnancy. Yes, a lot has happened this year. Well, not this year, but last year because now it's 2016. But 2015 since the last time I had made a video, which was December of 2014. We moved twice, and I got pregnant again and had our third daughter. This is Ada Amelia, and she is 2 months old. She was born October 16th, 2015. So pretty much what happened was my Marina that I had made a video about a while back, way back when I first got it. My opinion has completely changed on that. I do not recommend that birth control at all. It completely messed with me. It grew into the side of my uterus and caused me tons of pain and discomfort and irregular bleeding. Like, we're talking bad. So I had it taken out. And just around the time that I was going to go in to discuss further birth control, I got pregnant. Which wasn't too much of a surprise or, a bad thing, because we had talked about having one more kid. So we just went with it. From the get-go, my pregnancy started out bad. I had bad pregnancies with Madeline and Maya, and this one just followed suit. First, it started out with severe morning sickness, which turned into a case called hyperemesis gravidarum. I think I said that right. Which is just seriously severe morning sickness. Like, we're talking worse than normal. I was sick 24/7, throwing up even if I didn't have something in my stomach. I lost 30 plus pounds or so, my first and second trimester. And I was on nausea medicine through the whole thing. I was in and out of the ER constantly from dehydration because I just couldn't keep anything down, even water. And I was just constantly sick. And so I had that. And then my blood pressure was bad. It was really high. They were worried about preeclampsia and all that stuff. And then my cyst, or not, I'm getting ahead of myself. Cyst. We're getting to that. I ended up getting a cyst that had been growing on my right ovary for 6 months. And prior to that, I'm pretty sure that my Mirena caused it because it grew into the right side of my uterus. And when I started having problems coincides with when this cyst formed. So I'm pretty sure that the Mirena is what caused this cyst. Anyways, it was a 10 centimeter size cyst. It was the size of a cantaloupe. And it was causing me tons of pain from about week 10 or so of my pregnancy. And week 13, they said, this is bad. If this ruptures, it's going to kill you instantly. And they said, we have to get in there and get this out now. And they said, only downside is there's a 90% chance it'll terminate your pregnancy because it's so early. And so I was like, very hesitant at first, but they're like, there's nothing you can do because you will die if this ruptures. So, live to tell another's tale or whatever, live another day. So they went in and took the cyst out, and obviously, she didn't end up terminated or anything, dead. So she's totally fine. And then, so that was that. And it completely destroyed my right ovary and fallopian tube. You want that? So I only had my left ovary and fallopian tube left. And then, the rest of the pregnancy was basically just bed rest, still severe morning sickness. I had morning sickness the whole 9 months. Not 9 months, 8 months. Because then I went into labor at 36 weeks. I was already in the hospital when this happened. I had a bipolar manic attack, and I won't discuss on that because it would be too long of a story to tell. I was also diagnosed this year of having bipolar 1 disorder. So I'm living with that. But I had a manic attack that threw me into labor. My husband just got home. So I was already in the hospital with that when I went into labor, and they said, you know, they had to get in and do an emergency C-section right there and then, because my health failed and Ada's health failed. And I only got to see her for about 5 seconds after they pulled her out, because they wheeled her off to the NICU in an oxygen mask immediately. And that was hard, not getting to see and hold my baby, you know, just after I had her. I didn't even get to see her for 11 hours after I had her. It was that serious. And she was in the NICU for 4 days. We were there for 5 days in the hospital. The hospital was really nice and pretty, though. I'm making a video. What? Okay. And so everything just kind of fell into place after that. We got to come home. She was born at 9:28 a.m. She was 6 pounds and 1 ounce, 19 inches long. And now she's perfectly healthy. She's a happy baby, almost 3 months old. Her sisters are 4 and 3. Madeline started preschool this year. My husband's going back to school. We've got our own place. Just a lot of stuff. There's Maya. There's Maddie.
I love you.
So yeah, the biggest adjustment is just learning to be a mom of 3 now, I guess. It's definitely a struggle and hard at times, but it's fun. I love being a mom. It's what I was meant to do. So get out of the way, please. So that's basically what happened during my pregnancy. I mean, there's not much else to talk about. I did get my tube tied, so no more babies for me, even though they said, though, that if I were to get pregnant one more time, it probably would kill me. So, you know, there was definitely no question whether or not to get my tubes tied. So that's what happened for my labor and delivery. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.